Hey, what's up everybody? So today I want to show you how to make one of my favorite dishes. Not only is it easy to make, but I think that it's something that people really like when they get a chance, when they get to eat it. Baked ziti. First, you're gonna need some noodles, some pasta. This is rigatoni. Feel free to use ziti or any kind of like long grain pasta. Of course, you're gonna need ground beef. You could use turkey. I love ground beef. I think that love the way that it tastes. Mozzarella cheese. Please don't skimp on the cheese. Use the real, this is Polio. Use a really good brand. Use something that's going to taste good. If you skimp on the ingredients, you're going to end up with a baked ziti that tastes like crap. Sour cream, that's really important. Some people might say sour cream, but that's actually a secret, like ingredient, secret I guess, but it gives it a rich creamy flavor. Check that out. Prego sauce. This one is flavored with meat. I like this sauce. I think it tastes good. And then if you run out of this, you feel free to use tomato sauce from the can. But start out with this. And we're gonna use a little Italian dressing. That's for the ground beef. I don't put a lot of seasoning in the ground beef. What I do is I put a little fresh squeezed lemon over it, but just a little bit of Italian dressing and a little bit of vinegar on the meat as well, just to clean it and get rid of any impurities or germs that might be on there. So first you're going to want to start by drizzling the pan with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. So I seasoned the meat. I didn't put the Italian dressing just yet. I'm just going to scoop this right in and get it nice and brown. Next you're going to want to bring some water to a boil and just add a little bit of salt to flavor the noodles. Next you're going to want to throw in the noodles. Next, you're going to want to start cutting the cheese. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Remember that I said 2 packs of cheese. This is just going to be, let's say, for the body of the baked ziti. The other pack is going to be to put on the top of it, but you could just chop it up into not so fancy pieces. Also, since we're in the holiday spirit, one of the next things you're going to need for this recipe is some eggnog. Not for the food, for you. So now that the meat is brown, you're going to want to add a little Italian dressing. Alright, so now that my noodles are done, I'm going to take a little bit of sauce and I'm going to just line the bottom of the pan. So the way that I would start is you can start with the noodles. Just pour a little bit at a time. The good thing about this is it's not like lasagna, so it doesn't have to be so strategic, but just a little bit at a time so you can get a nice even coating. Then we're gonna go back to the cheese, throw some of that in there, and whatever you do, don't put cold water in the noodles because this helps the cooking process. And then we're gonna throw in some meat. You're gonna want to also add in some sour cream, and then we're gonna repeat. And really feel free to stir at any point, at any time, because that would be helpful. Alright, so after you mixed up all the ingredients, you should get something remotely close to this. You're going to put it in the oven for 350 degrees for about 30 minutes, covered with aluminum foil so the cheese really melts. And then you're going to take it off, take the aluminum foil off, and then you're going to throw in that last pack of mozzarella cheese. Like I told you guys, don't forget about this. And then you're going to throw it in between, and then make sure you evenly coat. Put a nice layer on top, and then that's it. You're going to have baked ziti ready to go.